Good morning.
Good morning.
I have heard the muezzin call to worship, and I have heard the bells on the cathedrals of Europe, and it is my distinct pleasure and honor to greet you and call you to worship today. We gather here this hour as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, a sign of our quest for truth and meaning, and in celebration of the lives we share together. And it's by Reverend Christine Robinson. So, it's also my pleasure to give some announcements. After the service, our time in community continues in the next room, where everyone is welcome to share refreshments, continue friendships, and make new friends. And the fellowship has an active social outreach program, which includes supporting Community First, a village in Northeast Austin that provides permanent housing, job training, and health care for the formerly homeless. This quarter, we also supporting E4, a nonprofit that supports talented youth of color and their way to success. In the next room, you will find a display and a basket for contributions, 100% of which goes to E4. Good morning.
This morning, when I told my daughter we were doing a service about hope, she immediately said, without hesitation, you have to include 3 things. Emily Dickinson's Hope is the Thing with Feathers, Pandora's Box, and Beethoven's Ode to Joy, because where there is hope, there is joy. So, the Open Hearts and Minds Fellowship is a spiritual community of hope, courage, and compassion. But what do hope, courage, and compassion even mean? In the coming months, we'll be exploring each concept, beginning with hope, which is what we're going to do today. Next month, Reverend Christine Tata will be with us to explore courage. Her sermon is Truth or Dare, the Courage to Change. Because we're Unitarian Universalists, we, of course, have to start with the dictionary. Despite arguments about what the word hope means, the Oxford English Dictionary says the definitions of hope include to entertain an expectation of something desired, to expect and desire a thing that is possible to do, to cling to the merest possibility. If you're like me, most of us know that sometimes all we can do is cling to the merest possibility. Denise Larson, who studied hope for 18 years, defines hope without hesitation. She says it's the ability to envision a future in which we wish to participate. Writer and thinker Maria Popova says it's important to recognize that hope is only the beginning. It's not a substitute for action. This morning, as we explore hope, let's think about our hopes for our own lives, for this world, and for this fellowship. Mary Ober, Richard Love, and Mike Ignatkowski will be helping us envision what we hope to be, and then they'll help us develop an action plan, a strategic plan to get there. And that's exciting. And now, Justin Lin, the music teacher at the Austin Montessori School, is going to teach us how to sing Come Sing a Song With Me, which might be familiar to many of you, but this time we'll be doing it a cappella.
All right,
Hi, I'm Justin Lin, music teacher at Alta Montessori. I also teach piano lessons, so if kids or grandkids need piano lessons, give me a call. We are singing a song, Come Sing a Song With Me. We are singing a song called Come Sing a Song With Me, and the first verse repeats the word Come Sing a Song With Me 3 times. So, repeat after me. Come sing a song with me.
Come sing a song with me.
Come sing a song with me.
Come sing a song with me.
Come sing a song with me.
Come sing a song with me.
So that I might know your mind.
So that I might know your mind.
Okay, so the notes go. The C, we're singing this in the key of C for the music nerds. 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. So we're starting on the 3. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. Okay, the chorus goes like this. And I'll bring you hope.
And I'll bring you hope.
When hope is hard to find.
When hope is hard to find.
And I'll bring a song of love.
And I'll bring a song of love.
And a rose in the summertime.
And a rose in the summertime.
Okay, so the notes go, and I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the summertime. All right, do we want to try that whole verse all together, okay?
Yeah.
All right, come sing a song, okay? 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the summertime. Okay, verse 2, almost the same, except the line you're repeating 3 times is come walk?
Come, how about dream a dream?
Dream a dream, that's right. Come dream a dream. Okay, so same notes, just come dream a dream. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the summertime. And let's repeat verse 1 again. Come walk.
Come sing
Sing a song, okay.
Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the summertime.
Good morning. You don't get to listen to me much, so that probably accounts for some people not showing up today. But I want to talk to you about one of our first topics, which is Pandora's box. This morning's first reflection comes from the ancient Greek myth, which I'm sure you're all familiar, Pandora's box. Prometheus was either foolish or kind enough to share fire with mortals, even after Zeus, the king of the gods, had expressly told him not to. Zeus was so enraged by the betrayal that he arranged for Prometheus to be eternally punished. To punish the mortals, Zeus arranged for a woman to be created out of clay and water, and he named her Pandora. The gods gave her many gifts, including incredible beauty, charm, cleverness, and most dangerously, curiosity. Zeus then sent Pandora to earth where, because at the time all the mortals were men, she became the first woman. Does this remind you of maybe Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden? So unbeknownst to Pandora, her beautiful box that Zeus had given her contained all the evils and the miseries in the world. And you know what happened next. Pandora, with her gift of curiosity, couldn't stop thinking about the box and its secrets. Finally, she weakened, and when she opened the box, all the evils and miseries escaped into the world, where they continue to plague us today. However, when she slammed the lid down, hope remained inside, hidden in a corner of the box, only to be found later when needed. Amy Philcow, who writes about hope, says philosophers still debate it. Is hope the last of the evils? Why did it get stuck inside? Or is hope still there so that we can find it when we need it most? She says throughout history and across disciplines, the concept of hope continues to raise questions. Does hope help us or harm us? Is it illusion or a virtue? The German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. Now stop and think about that. Hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. That's pretty dark. In addition to all the wonderful attributes, hope really does have downsides. For one example, it can keep people from accepting the reality of a terminal illness. If people keep hoping to be cured and insist on invasive treatments until the moment they die, it prevents them from accepting the reality of their coming death and saying much needed goodbyes to loved ones. In turn, it prevents relatives from expressing their love and gratitude to the person who is dying. Amy is a university-educated secular realist who found it difficult to take hope very seriously. She said, what's the point? Hoping my mother's breast cancer doesn't metastasize won't give her more time with her grandkids. Hoping the Earth's temperatures cool down won't slow the rising sea levels. See what I mean? Silly. She also points out that advertising campaigns spend millions of dollars for cars, soaps, pharmaceuticals, presidential elections that peddle hope because it appeals to your hearts and not to your minds. Now more than ever, she says, the use or the misuse of the word risks making it meaningless. Now, she recants a little bit because later, while teaching at the University of Alberta, which is a world leader in hope research, she discovered hope to be a powerful tool for better mental health and robust predictor of well-being. So now she says, and yet maybe we need help more now than ever. And now Justin will teach us to sing an adapted version of Guide My Feet, which is a traditional spiritual.
The music nerds, this is an A flat. 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. Okay, sorry. The words are guide my feet while I run this race. And you repeat that 3 times. So, guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Okay. Because I don't want to run this race in vain. Because I don't want to run this race in vain. Okay. So the notes are guide my feet
while I run this race.
Oh, is that song yours? No? Okay, I thought we were going to sing on. So I thought that you were also singing guide my feet. So repeat after me. Repeat the next one.
Guide my feet while I run this race.
Second one. Guide my feet
while I run this race.
Third line.
Guide my feet
the fourth line. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. Okay, so we do that whole verse one more time. Guide my feet while I run this race.
Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
Alright, verse 2, similar structure. We have 3 repeated lines. The line you're repeating is, hold my hand while I run this race.
Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
Alright, verse 3, the line we will be repeating 3 times is, give me hope while I run this race.
Give me hope while I run this race. Give me hope while I run this race. Give me hope while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
Well, good morning. Why hope matters. Our second reflection this morning is from an essay by Campbell. It says this. My first November as a professional writer was not an easy one. My only client failed to pay his bill. I was receiving more rejections than assignments, and my arthritis was flaring up. And my cat got sick, $1,200 worth of vet bills sick. I didn't know how I was going to make my house payment. My stomach was upset, and I stopped sleeping. But I never stopped hoping. I believed I could make this writing business work, and I set to work to make it happen. Hope comes with the possibility of something better. According to hope researcher C.R. Synder, hope implies there is a possibility of a better future. It can show up during the worst possible times when things are dire and difficult, and it can keep us going during hard times. Barbara Fredrickson, a positive psychology researcher, says, if during difficult times we can see a faint glimmer of something better, then hope opens us up. Hope isn't a passive wishing, it's an active approach to life, arising when there's something we want, when we have a clear goal in mind. And though it may be tough going, we develop a plan to get us there. My goal was to be a full-time writer. My plan included sending out dozens of queries each week, writing every day, working with a mentor, and taking a class. To make ends meet, I taught. I did some public relations work and wrote at night. I was even going to deliver early morning newspapers if I had to, anything to leave time to write. I made a little progress, experienced a little success, made a little money, sold a short article, became a better writer. Those things kept me going, kept me hoping, and that hope motivated me to keep working towards the ultimate goal. Now, hope is motivating for me even now, 23 years later. Hope isn't delusional, wishing something would happen. It's a clarity of vision. Once you know your goal, you can get busy doing things you need to do to get there. Right now, that matters more than ever. Looking at the challenges we face, the hostility and adversity that seem to be seeping into every corner of our culture, Hope can help us make a positive difference in our families and our community. Hope isn't delusional, it's not denial. It doesn't ignore the real challenges, the details of the diagnosis, or dwindling money in the checking account. It's not woo-woo thinking. It doesn't ignore trouble, make excuses, or deny danger. It's not pretending. It's acknowledging the truth of the situation. It's showing up and working through the hard stuff, believing that something better is possible. Hope is resilient. We can prime ourselves with hope, and here's how. 1, seek inspiration and awe. Dr. Dasher Kepner, a research psychologist, says, when we are so moved by something we can hardly find words to express it, we're likely to be experiencing awe. Awe reminds us of something larger than ourselves. We slow down. We think about what's important to us. I felt it every time I look at the ocean, and there's nothing more hopeful to me than watching the waves roll in and out, no matter what's going on around them. Seek inspiration and awe. Number 2, re-identify your goals. Maintaining a clear vision contributes to hope. When you remember your big goals, the ones that drive you to get up in the morning, you reconnect with your deeper values. When you're living your values, you're more likely to persist despite obstacles to hope. So re-identify your goals. 3, acknowledge setbacks and keep moving through them. Hope can be strengthened when you hit a setback and persist despite it. Next time you run up against a setback, pay attention. It's a chance to learn something you need to know to accomplish your goals. All of us know tough times are here and more will come. Maybe you're in one now. Hope can remind us we can continue despite the challenges, and that's a powerful feeling. Hope can keep us moving instead of staying stuck in despair. It worked for me early in my career, and I did make those house payments. I'm still self-employed and still writing, still hoping.
I hope those are the last ones. How do I know I'm live
It's
here? I hope that all of the people who stayed home from their sanctuaries this morning hoping that their teams will win, did what they want. Most of you, hello, John. I was hoping you'd come. Most of you have written something to this instruction about the hope you'd like to share, and I get to read them in no particular order. This hope is for peace, prosperity, health, and wisdom for all gathered here in body and in spirit. How many do we have here in spirit today, Greg? On your Zoom.
We have 6 people on Zoom.
Can we all wave to the people who are here in spirit and hope they're enjoying this as much as we are?
Yeah.
Things that give me hope. A friend reaching out to me to see how I am. World Central Kitchen, Community First Village. This is a nonconformist hope written this way rather than this way. I hope for a big surprise in November election. Hope for more community and striving for more peace in the world. I just have to contain my personal chuckle. I hope for a Nobel Prize for Literature. I hope with you. Hopes for 2024. I hope my throat clears up. A year of demanding by voting democracy. A year of demanding democracy by voting.
a solution over war in Israel and Gaza and Palestine and surrounding countries, less plastic, especially in food and water and groceries, peaceful deaths for a family member. Hope for refugees to get homes and jobs, real homes, not camps, less growth in the Austin population. What was there talk about delusion earlier? And a population unafraid to stand up for justice and equality. Simply hope for love and friendship. I hope all the bad people turn good, or at least shut up. I hope for good health, swell friends, peace and joy for all. Boy, if there's an underused word, swell must be it. My hope is for a safe and peaceful semester for school children and staff. What lovely reflections. Thank you all. I believe this is you.
Thank you all for sharing your hopes with everybody here and everybody who's watching us on Zoom. Our third and final reflection this morning comes from Emily Dickinson and her poem, Hope is the Thing with Feathers. Her poem is a hymn of praise honoring the human capacity to hope. She portrays hope as a little bird that perches in the soul, where it never stops singing, even in the midst of gales and stormy seas. But the bird's song is a tune without words. It's something felt so deeply, it's almost beyond language itself. In her poem, Emily assures us that the bird sings sweetest in the midst of the most difficult times that beset us. The little bird's wordless song provides comfort, warmth, and solace without asking us for anything in return, not even the smallest crumb. And here is her very short poem. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard. And sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Emily Dickinson.
It's like that. This morning's prayer, we give thanks this day, is adapted from one written by Unitarian minister Eugene Pickett. We will read it responsively. I will read the words in yellow, and we'll all read the words in white together. So I'll begin. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements, we give thanks this day. For our human community, our common past, and our common hopes and futures, we give thanks this day. For our oneness, transcending all separation, we give thanks this day. And for our highest hopes and noble causes, we give thanks this day. And now let us pray for all those people around the world, adults and children alike, who desperately need food, shelter, safety, freedom, and tiny slivers of hope. May we work to bring them peace. Amen. And now Justin will teach us to sing our final hymn, There Is More Love Somewhere.
Alright, so the structure of this song is we sing two of the same lines, the same, the third line is different, the fourth is the same. So, first line. There is more love.
There
There's more love
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Second one. Same thing. There is more love
There is
more love
somewhere. I'm going to keep, third line, I'm going to keep on
I'm gonna keep on
till I find it.
till I find it.
There is more love
There
There's more love
somewhere.
somewhere.
Alright, so key is F. There. I'll sing the notes once, you repeat after me. There is more love
There is more love
somewhere.
somewhere.
Second one. There is more love
There is more love
somewhere.
somewhere.
I'm gonna keep on
I'm gonna keep on
till I find it.
till I find it.
There is more love
There is more love
somewhere.
somewhere.
Okay, let's try that first verse all together.
There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere.
Verse 2, the line you'll be repeating 3 times is, there is more hope somewhere.
There is more hope somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more hope somewhere.
Verse 3, the line you'll be repeating is, there's more joy somewhere.
There is more joy somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more joy somewhere.
Do you remember the hope hidden in Pandora's box? Do you? Well, there is hope, and where there is hope, there is joy, as Beethoven reminds us in his Ode to Joy. Our closing words are excerpted from a poem prayer. I've not composed that. Written by Reverend Mark Bellatini. The words are on the screen and we'll say them together in unison. As we read the words, let's say them slowly so that we have time to think about what they mean. So let's begin. Go in peace. Live simply, gently, at home in yourselves. Act justly, speak justly, and remember the depth of your own compassion. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the people who work so hard to make these happen. And now it's time for time in our community room. If we can file out, beginning with the last room, and we'll chat and enjoy each other for a while. It's hopeful Sunday morning.